Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. After a long time, in today's video we'll be looking at the polar form, modulus, and argument form. Uh, I made this channel so I could study while teaching, so I'll just be studying and teaching at the same time now. So I'm using this resource from the website of Mr. Christos Nikolaidis, Greek guy, great guy. Uh, and he basically has lecture notes and exercises for Math AI HL and AAHL, so I recommend using them sometimes if Miss Niha or Miss Raja didn't explain it well. I don't know any other teachers, I'm sorry. Mr. Nikolaidis has said that we have seen that a complex number, z equals x plus y, is represented on the plane by a pair of Cartesian coordinates. Remember Rene Descartes? So he said that z equals x plus y, where x is the real number and y and I are the fake parts, the imaginary parts. But he said that there is a way to describe the point in another way, which is called the polar coordinates, which you use r and theta. Now, what are r and theta? Good question. I also wondered that. So r is the length of the vector, yeah, and theta is the angle. So r is basically this, kind of seems like the hypotenuse, like Pythagoras theorem, and theta is the angle between the x and the vector. So this. Seems like basic trigonometry. Yeah, there you go. So cos theta equals x over r, sine theta equals y over r. So let me just display that to you. So y is this one. So y over r is sin, basically because of opposite over hypotenuse. So that's how you find sine theta. Cos theta is x over r, where you find theta. Yeah, it makes sense. And then tan, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. The relations above give x equals r cos theta and y equals r sin theta. You may be wondering why, if your algebra isn't good. He's basically just saying x equals, he's trying to singulate, not sure if that's a word, x by multiplying both sides by r, so this r goes here, and it becomes r cos theta equals x, basically that. And then thus, a complex number can also be written as r outside the bracket and then cos theta plus I sin theta. Not sure why I is in the middle, but I do know that this formula is in the formula book sheet, so it's quite easy to remember that and just work your way around the equation just to reach this by finding the things. And yeah, so I told you it's the Pythagoras theorem. I am very smart. So r equals x squared plus y squared and then square rooted. So yeah, now a question is ready for us. Find the polar form of z 1 plus. Okay, before I write anything, I like to first write my formula. So r equals square root a squared plus b squared. And then also z equals r cos theta, and then plus, was it? Yes. Plus I then theta, close bracket. Sure, that's easy. So r is equal to 1 squared plus 3 squared, 3 squared. The square root just is removed because of the square. So that goes square root 1 plus 3, which is 4, which is 2. Good maths. And yeah, so now we have r as 2, so 2. Then we need our theta to put it in this equation. If you remember, our graph was kind of like mm, So right now our x, which is the real part, is 1, and our y, which is the fake part, is root 3. Don't let this confuse you with this. These are not the same. Let me just remove that line so you don't get confused. Remove that line. So, okay, doesn't work. So we know that this is 2, and then we need to find theta. I hate drawing theta. Okay, so we've all learned trigonometry. We know that by just if you need an angle of the shape, all we have to do is use the reverse trigonometry. So we go tan because I have both my opposite and adjacent. My 2 power minus 1 equals it's opposite over adjacent. So root 3 over 1, which is basically just root 3, which comes out to 1 second. Pi over 3. Okay, so now we know our theta is pi over 3. That helps a lot actually, because now if we want to finish this, we see z equals, my z looks like my 2. 2 plus pi over 3 plus I, then sin pi over 3, which sums up to, oh my god, I have to do everything. Two on the outside, plus, I'm sorry, it's taking long. I'm not a fast user of the calculator. Then I, then I again, 3. Yo. I assume I made a mistake, so let's see. Yeah, he followed my way, and I was correct. There you go. Oh, why am I even okay? For some reason, I was trying to calculate that. You don't need to. This is the final answer. That's really easy. Okay. Now, also it said talked about 3 plus 4i, so we just follow the same path. We know that r equals 3 squared plus 4 squared square rooted, which is that's 9, and that's 16. 9 plus 16 is square root 25, which is equal to 5. Done. So in our equation of cos theta plus I sin, where do you even draw the theta? We know that this is 5. Plus, so do I really need to draw the graph for you guys again? Okay. So we know that this part, our real part, is our x, so that's 3. Then that's 4. Then that's 5. We need to find this part. Theta. I hate drawing theta. Okay, so tan minus 1 equals 4 over 3, which is 0.927295. Always write them in their full form if they're not your final answer. If they are your final answer, write them in 3 significant figures. That's a pro tip from me. So then that's our theta. So 5 plus this plus I sum this is our final form. Let's check the answer. Where is, there you go. It's so easy, so easy. So, okay, 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, all right. Did I stop the video? Because I don't know if I can do those. I'll do it. Erase, 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 erase. Copy. Oh, okay. Go down, zoom in. Okay, now it's just being annoying. Mr. Nikolaidis, calm down. Okay, so we know that r equals 1 squared, that's 1, plus I squared, which is 1, and I squared is negative 1. Zero. What? Mine? Okay, let's see. Square root 1 squared plus I squared. Okay, so we make our graph. Done, done. So this is 1, this is I, and that's 0. All right, so we use tan minus 1 equals I over 1, which is, am I missing something? Mm, it says undefined times I. Mm, okay, I have no idea. Let's see. So for z, and then tan equals 1 over 1. Why is it 1 over 1? It says z plus 1. Where did he get 1 from? What? So z plus 1. And then z, and then I just randomly becomes 1 for some reason. That makes no sense. No. Go die. I hate you. Yeah, make sure you do this for the GDC. I'm still so mad about this. What? Why? Why did I just become 1? Okay, I guess you could leave a comment explaining that to me if you see this video. Thank you so much and have a good night.